Welcome to Literary Lushes, 13 short literary spirits. I am your host, Megan.
And I'm your host, Sarah.
And today is day number 1 on our countdown.
12 more to go.
Woohoo! So, what's our first?
So, for the countdown, 13 days to Halloween, we're picking 13 short stories submitted by some of our listeners, some must-reads.
Yes.
And today, we are discussing a classic.
Yep.
The Monkey's Paw by W.W. Jacobs. And we have, I'm pretty sure, the children's version, because there's like questions.
Yes.
And thought exercises in the back. But whatever works.
And the drink we're making with this is called the Undead. What makes this the special that we're doing a little different is we're not going to have a drink episode and then a podcast. We're doing the drink episode and podcast all at once. So while we're making the drink,
we're going to talk about the book.
We're going to be talking about the book.
And I also thought it would be fun, because I'm a lush, to each time try a different fall flavored beer.
That's exciting, because I'm not trying a beer anymore. I'm done.
If you guys haven't seen our beer taste test video, please check it out. Megan's facial expressions are priceless. For those of you listening just to the audio, the first pumpkin or fall type beer I'm going to be trying is by Elysian, and it's Dark O' the Moon Pumpkin Stout.
Just careful if you are allergic to chocolate or cocoa, because it does have that in there.
Spookily smooth and chocolatey with a touch of cinnamon.
So, thank you, Kelly, for donating that to us.
Thanks, Kelly.
Okay.
Sorry you're allergic to chocolate.
All right, so this drink, we're going to make it non-alcoholic, but you can definitely... Do you want to add alcohol to yours?
Well, let's see how it goes.
Okay, so you could add a little bit of vodka. So I definitely didn't look up how much to actually pour, but it's
typical drink recipe for us.
Well, it said it was pretty much just a lemon lime or ginger ale soda mixed with sherbet.
Okay.
So
I don't think we're going to need the whole can for both of them, do we?
I don't. Definitely not.
Yeah. Okay.
Definitely not.
Just pop that baby right in there. Oh, so fancy.
All right. Then it said...
Oh, we should probably talk about the book while we're doing this, right? That's not the whole point.
Well, this is a pretty... I'm gonna get dye all over me. Okay. So then you put some green...
Just whatever feels right?
Yeah, I mean, sure.
Tastes like green.
Well, it's supposed to not have a flavor. Yeah, so the book is basically a guy gets a monkey paw that grants 3 wishes. Ooh, that's cool.
Yeah, so it takes place in the olden times. And a traveler comes knocking on this family's door, and he was, I think, a soldier. And in his travels to India, he comes across a mummified monkey's paw.
Yes.
That will grant the holder 3 wishes. But be warned, the wishes come with some unintended consequences.
So it's like genies.
Yes. And then...
Not the Aladdin version, but...
Yeah, like the jinn.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, for example, the guy wishes for 200 pounds of money. And...
I thought he was going to gain 200 pounds because he doesn't say money. He just says 200 pounds, but, you know.
And the next morning, his son gets up to walk to town to go to work. And there's a issue at the factory, and his son ends up getting basically like chopped up alive, which is like a horrible way to go. And so as compensation for his son dying on the job, his son's company gives the father 200 pounds. So as you can see, Megan is real low-key scooping some sherbet.
Our ice cream scooper's in the dishwasher.
Ooh, and it fizzled just a little bit. I feel like this is very 70s, mixing sherbet with other things.
Yeah, this is definitely something that I saw on the site for kiddies. So, you know, this is very kid-friendly. Wait, you got to get the worms.
Oh, geez.
You can't have an undead drink without the worms.
You should just throw in some,
oh my gosh, chocolate. This really does like...
chocolate pudding and Oreos, or just make it a graveyard, call it a day. Nope, that didn't go as planned. Resealable, but is it not?
You can use rainbow sherbet or lemon lime sherbet. Are you struggling? Do you need scissors?
There's no perforated edge, Publix.
Do you want scissors?
I think I do. I think I do want scissors.
I should have bought the organic kind because when you're dead, you're basically...
I was like, organic scissors. Well, and it's really stupid, Publix, by the way. It's a resealable thing. The resealable thing is here. So it doesn't give you a whole lot of room for error to open it.
I like the idea of mixing the sherbets in there so it melts into the... I think that's what it's supposed to do, right? Maybe?
Oh, sure. All right. I'm going to test it to make sure they're not contaminated.
Oh, I'm getting green all over. I hope this green doesn't...
I mean, these are definitely gummy wormies, that's for sure.
Are they sugary? Are we going to die of a diabetic coma from all the sugar that we're about to ingest?
Maybe.
Your favorite, all the sugaries.
Oh, okay. Actually, when I go for gummy worms, I usually get the ones that are also coated in sugar.
Oh my gosh.
If I'm gonna go for candy, I'm gonna go all out. Okay.
All right.
There we go.
All right. So let's. When those are a little short, guys. They don't have any long ones.
It's not the size that matters.
Well, it is if you want them to hang
Get
on.
the job done.
There we go. I threw quite a few in there, but I wasn't like. I was noticing the way I'm like, hasn't anyone learned the right way to say they want to win money? Like, because you can't say I want money.
You can stretch them out. Look, sorry.
Oh, can you stretch them? Oh, I just lost mine.
There you go.
I feel like I'm gonna break it.
It's like that Stretch Armstrong.
Oh, there we go. Yeah. Woo. Oh, he felt. Oh, well, you know what?
Science project, guys.
I was saying how you could probably, instead of wishing for money, because that just means someone's going to die and you're going to inherit money, you could say something like, I wish that the next lotto ticket that I buy is the jackpot winner.
But at the same time, then it could be that it's a jackpot winner, but then the unintended consequences, you die or you lose a ticket. You know what I mean?
I hate those wishes. All right, ready for this?
I'm like really
For
scared
the undead.
this. I'm like,
This again is a non-alcoholic drink, but you can add vodka to it if you want to make it alcoholic. But we thought Halloween is very kid-friendly, so why not make some mocktails?
Hence my beer. Cheers. That is sweet.
Oh, now I have diabetes.
Okay, I'm just going to wash that down with some Elysian Dark of the Moon pumpkin stout. So I thought that...
Did you show them the bottle opener?
Oh! I opened up our beer with a very fancy Stay Lively with Your Libations exclusive Literary Lush bottle opener that you can get from our merch store. You can access it through our website. We also have some fancy Literary Lush
What can we see it?
Halloween t-shirts based on the Halloween logo that Megan put together. And they came out pretty badass.
I would say they're pretty nice.
Yeah, it's nice, right?
Yeah. Well, it took forever to get to that point.
Yeah, honestly, I mean, it's
like 5 pages, 10 pages.
It's like 20 pages.
Oh. But 10 of it, they set it up. And I'm like,
so
I feel like you could just really drop it. Like, why did we have to know about chess? And why did you have to wait for this guy? I guess.
So then him and his wife obviously are grieving the loss of their son. And it gets to the point where they basically just can't stand just it being the two of them anymore.
Its mother was like, why didn't I think of this before? I keep stirring this.
So she runs to go get the monkey paw and forces her husband to wish that their son is still alive. And this happens, of course, in the middle of the night. That was really graceful. He looked like a beautiful baby bird. What was I saying?
So then the dude comes back. The mom wishes Herbert to come back from the dead. And the dad is like, oh no, we probably should not do this because he's been dead for like a week and he's probably got worms coming. He doesn't say that, but we all know.
And like back in the day, it's not like they treated the bodies and embalmed them.
And they didn't have good coffins either. They were like
just wood. If there even was a coffin, probably.
Yeah. So,
so there's a knock. I was gonna do it, but I don't want the dogs to freak out.
There was a knock. And
At
he's
the
like,
door.
And then the dad's freaking out, going, "Oh my God, I got to find this paw to wish him gone."
And the whole time, the mother, Mrs. White, is running to the front door. Apparently, it takes forever for her to run to the front door. And then here's what was weird: they lock the door,
And she
was
can't
too
reach it.
short to unlock the door.
First off, grab a chair.
Well, that's what she ended up doing.
Yeah, but I'm saying, because he wouldn't help her.
Mr. White would not unlock the door because he knew there would be this abomination of his son
It wouldn't be their son.
at the door. Right.
Just like Pet Cemetery.
Just like Pet Cemetery. Although this came out first, to be fair, to
Probably where you kind of got the idea.
www.jacobs.
I feel like I'm on a sugar high.
That's my understanding right here.
So basically, if you ever get 3 wishes, probably don't wish.
So, yeah. So then the end of the book,
I wish for all my wishes to have 0 consequences to me or any of my loved ones.
then the unintended consequence would be that you don't get any more wishes.
Then I ain't got to worry about anyone dying because of a stupid wish I make.
That's true. I wonder
Because you can't say world peace, because then you say world peace and then something happens like famine. Yeah, or Thanos. So I don't know. If you can think of a wish that you feel would be
consequential.
that I was like, okay, I know there's a way to say this word.
But no, because there's always a consequence to your actions, right? So whatever it is, good or bad, there's consequences. But so the guy's last wish is, and it's not explicitly said in the book, but his last wish is that his son is dead again because he doesn't want his wife to see what his son...
Or it could have been that I want my son removed off the earth. Because, like, you would have thought that she'd open the door and his dead body would be there. But it's just gone. Spoiler alert.
But if he said, oh, I don't want my son at my front door, it could be waiting for him in his bed.
And so I say off this earth.
Off this earth. Could be in the air.
Then he's in space. Live long and prosper. Herbert.
He's definitely a red shirt.
Yeah, he was. Look at us making references to our old episodes.
Call back.
Yeah. Okay, I think I'm done with this. I'm like, I drank most of it.
It's too sweet for me. We know this. I don't
You're going to get it, but Ray, aren't you?
Do you want me to put vodka in it before I give it to Ray? But yeah, Monkey's Paw, I would rate it maybe...
I'd give it a 5 out of 10.
I was going to say 5 or 6. I feel like...
I mean, the time it was written, it probably was epic. I mean, but we've all heard these stories of...
Shows up in an episode of Rick and Morty, so... When Summer works for the devil,
Mhm.
and she uses the monkey's paw to save him.
Mm-hmm. It's a good classic, though. I mean, as far as classic things go, there was one line, I think it was like the first line, and then I was like, hark at the wind or something like that, and I was like,
Hark.
yeah, hark at the wind, said Mr. White.
It was cold and wet. So, again, what is this drink called? The Undead.
The Undead.
Perfect for children. While you read The Monkey's Paw to teach them about
Careful what you wish for.
hard work and careful what you wish for.
Yeah, Home Alone does the Careful What You Wish For, and that's a kid's movie.
He's 40 now.
Good Lord, he is not.
Mm-hmm.
How's your beer?
It's good. It's still not getting like the...
Just gotta whip of it again.
Sorry. I'll just wave it in this way. Still not getting like the chocolatey taste, Elysian, but Dark of the Moon Pumpkin Stout. I also kind of was hoping it'd be a little bit pumpkin-y flavored.
Mm-hmm.
The cinnamon, I guess, but and the label is cool as shit. It's like a werewolf. For those of you watching.
And with that, we say,
Stay deadly with your libations. What is sticky? Ugh.
and that was after I wiped it.
I just gotta like massage it, I'm sure. Or should I let you practice?
making a mess again. And I'm all sticky. I don't know how I'm. Oh, probably doing the gummy worms, right?
You don't know why you're sticky when you're mixing soda, food coloring, sherbet, and gummy worms together?
They're harder to chew and break up. Yours is
Yeah.
probably absorbing all that.
Hi. Touch your hand. I'm sorry. I got it.